Um, Today let us see exercise number 1, that is creation of simple objects like polygon and general multi-line objects, many objects using AutoCAD. This is the drawing that we have to complete. Here if you see, there is few components which can be drawn. We have to draw triangle, square, rectangle, pentagon and hexagon, and also we have to use AutoCAD commands and draw a circle, arc, ellipse, elliptical arc which is incomplete. This ellipse and elliptical arc, the difference is ellipse is a complete closed object, elliptical arc will have opening. Here we have drawn elliptical arc for an angle of around 270. Let us go to AutoCAD and draw this diagram. One second, let me maximize it. If you see, first of all you can open a AutoCAD drawing. This is the AutoCAD window. Here the top, at the top right corner, top left corner, there is an icon, that is application menu. You have to click on that and click on new. It will ask for a template to be chosen. In this you have to choose AutoCAD, that is ACAD template. This is the 2D drawing template. Since this is the drawing which you have to draw in 2 dimension, select ACAD as template, double click or click on OK, open. Now in this you can start drawing. Before that, let us first of all let us draw and give a, let us start by using one by one. First of all, this drawing is a triangle with sides length of 40 units on all 3 sides. To draw a triangle with the same length, you can use line command. First of all, click and you have to switch on ortho mode for drawing a straight line. Here since it is an equilateral triangle with all sides as 40 units, you have to draw one by one 40 first for a length of 40 and angle of 0. Press enter, then switch off the ortho mode. Now you have to draw another line with the length of 40 and also press tab so that the 40 length is locked. You can see the lock icon beside the 40 units length. Then also you have to give the angle as 60 degree, because 3 angles will be equal to a degree of 60, that is 180 by 3. Now you can complete the drawing. You can see this also for a length of 40 units and angle is 60. You can verify it also, but it will be correct only. Okay. Now we have to draw a square. Next, for drawing this square, I am going to use the lines, these lines and all baseline as same. Track the first drawn line, that is for the triangle, and use that as the baseline for all the lines while drawing itself. Now we can start drawing the rectangle. For drawing, that is for square is also a rectangle, but we have 2 methods for drawing this square. First, you can use simple line drawing method. You can just click by tracking this. Here if you hover over this end point and move it, it will track the end point. You can see the green dot lines beside that. Okay, this is the method for tracking. If it will track only if this icon is enabled. Here you can see show snapping, object snap tracking button has to be switched on. If you switch it off, it will not track. You see here it is not tracking, but few times it will track, but it will effectively track only when you switch it on. Okay, auto snap and track. Here beside it, give some space and click and move it. Now for drawing a square, you have to use ortho mode. Click ortho mode on and then start drawing. Length is 30, length given is 30 here, you can use it. Type 30 and angle is 0. Similarly another side also 30, press enter, move to the right or left, it will draw another line 30, press enter. You can close that line by using the first point as the end point. Now we have completed square. Similarly we can draw rectangle, but for drawing a rectangle I am going to use the rectangle method itself. You can draw again rectangle by using this line method also. Right now I am going to draw rectangle using rectangle command available in draw panel. In the draw panel, here the rectangle command is there, click on it. Similarly track the previously drawn point, click over here. Now we have two methods. We can draw rectangle by using length. Here use the dimensions option available in the rectangle command, click on that dimensions option. It will ask for length and width. Length means horizontal measurement, that is 50, type 50 and press enter. Now for the width of the rectangle you can use 30. Now you see one rectangle is being drawn. You can position it wherever you want. Here you see it is possible for us to place it on 4 places. We have to place it here beside the square already drawn. Now I have placed it and completed it. Now let us draw the pentagon. For drawing a pentagon you cannot use polygon, because polygon is only for even numbered objects only. For drawing a pentagon you have to first draw a pentagon and find out the value of angle between each lines for drawing a pentagon. First I am going to draw a simple pentagon. Click here and enter the number of sides as 5. For pentagon 5 sides. Now I am going to select a center point and use any method, inscribed or circumscribed, whatever we need. Click it and position the pentagon. Actually why I have drawn this pentagon means I want to know what are the angle that we have to place while drawing a pentagon. We cannot simply use this pentagon command and draw the pentagon for a defined length of 40, because it will not ask for length of that pentagon. It will ask only radius of that circle that is at the end points of or the vertices of the drawn pentagon. Now we have only one option. You have to measure the angles between each lines. Just move it and measure the angle between two lines and find it. Actually it is not visible because dimension style manager. I have to open D command. It will open dim style, that is dimension style manager. I open it and press on modify. I am going to change the arrow size as 5 and also text as, it is text height as 5 because it is 0.18 only. I have to change it. Once I change it, the dimension that we have done will be visible. Now you see 108 angle is visible clearly. You see here this angle is 108. Similarly you have to find out the other angles also. Mostly 108 and 72 will be the angle. Here you see this angle is 72. We have to position them accordingly with baseline. Okay. This is not possible. You just measure the other angles. This angle is 108. This angle is 108. You have to measure accordingly and complete the drawing. Now I have measured the angles. Now I can draw a pentagon of my own. Now I am going to select line command and draw pentagons using simple line commands. You can place it like this beside the rectangle. Click there. Actually we have to give more space between them. I am going to position it here. Start from here. Length of the pentagon is 40. Just type enter 40. Now switch off the ortho and draw the pentagon for length of 40. Press tab. Now you can give the angle. What angle we have to use? We have already drawn and referred the angle from this diagram. 72 is the angle between the line beside this side. Enter 72. Now this angle we have to find out. Actually this angle value will be, before that let us draw this line from here. This angle should be 108. 40 will be the length. 40 is the length for all the lines that is drawn in this pentagon. 108 will be the angle. Now we have to complete this. For drawing this, for finding out the other point, we have to find out what is the angle. For that I have an idea. We have to just draw a line over here. Just draw a line. Now measure the angle between this line. Select dimension. This line and this line. What is the angle? 144 is the angle that is between these two lines. So we have to draw a line which is at an angle of 144. You see here 40 is the length and angle is 144. This is the easiest method. Now you see here it is the last line also we can draw. It is for a length of 40 and also angle is 144 from that line. Now we are completing the pentagon. Now we have completed the pentagon for a length of 40. For a length of 40, you can verify that by clicking over here and placing the dimension over beside the line. Now we have completed the pentagon. Now let us draw hexagon. For drawing hexagon we can directly use the polygon command, because it is possible for us to place the for us to draw the pentagon, for us to draw the hexagon by mentioning the exact length of that as the radius. It will ask for radius of that circle which you are placing the hexagon. For this we can give 30 as the radius of the circle which is forming the joining the corner points, which is contacting the corner points. Okay. For this we can use polygon command. We are going to draw a hexagon. It will have 6 sides. Enter the number of sides as 6. Press enter. Select the center point as any point over here. Just mention inscribed in a circle or circumscribed about a circle. Use inscribed in a circle method. Now we have to enter the value of, just switch on the ortho mode. It will be easy for us to position it given in the diagram itself, like given in the diagram. We have to place it in such a way that this line is horizontally positioned. Now just enter the value as 30 as the radius of the circle. Now you select here and verify whether all the lines are at length of 30. It is for a length of 30. We have drawn hexagon correctly. Now we can simply move it in such a way that it is positioned. I am switching off the ortho mode. It is positioned almost collinear with the lines which we have already drawn. Now we have positioned it correctly. With this we have completed the top one row, that is these components we have drawn. We can simply move them. Select everything that we have drawn so far. Move it by using a move command. over here, then click and move it accordingly in such a way that it is positioned, giving some space below it. Now we can complete the drawings by using the other commands that we have to draw. For circle, we can simply select the circle command and position it here. We have to draw circle, arc, ellipse, and then elliptical arc. First, for drawing a circle, you can just select the circle command, just position it below the triangle and click on any point and move it by, also enter the value of radius as 25, press enter. We have completed the circle. Next we have to draw arc. For drawing arc, select 3-point arc. That too we have to draw, we have the radius value 75. Beside circle there will be arc command. Drop down, select the drop down. Start, center, end is there. We have various methods for drawing an arc. We have to draw using start, end and radius or any other method. In this case we have to enter the value of radius, so select this method. Now it is asking for a starting point of an arc, end point of an arc. Now just it is asking for radius. Just type the value of radius as 75, press enter. Now you can control the radius values. Just if you see here, it is displaying hold control to switch direction. Just hold the control and move it in such a way that it is shown above. Now you can control the radii values as like this. This value is very much higher, but no problem. Move it. I think it will be better if we use this actually it is better for us, it will be easy for us if we use the distance as less. Again I cancel this by pressing on escape. Again use this same command, start, end and radius. Select a point, select another as end point. Now enter the value as 75 as the radius. Now actually it will be better if we delete it and draw it again. I am going to draw it again. I am going to draw from right to left, so that we will get the arc in the opposite direction. Now we can enter the value as 75. Now we have completed it. This is better. Next we have to use, next one is ellipse. For drawing ellipse, we have below that polygon or rectangle option, below that there will be a center option available. If you click it, it will have two options. Creates an ellipse using a specified center point. That is one method. We need to draw closed ellipse, so we have to select the first method, that is center method. Click on it, track this center point, so that we will have a elliptical arc which is positioned at the center of that same center as this, but at a distance that is apart. Now click here, select this point I am selecting this point. It is we are object snap tracking the center point of that first drawn arc, that is a circle. So click here, then enter the value of, now select ortho mode, it will be better. Enter the value of one elliptical arc axis value as 50, type 50 and press enter. Now you can enter the next elliptical arc axis value as 30. It is given here 30. Now just enter 30 and press position it. It is okay. Now you can check it by using this selecting it and move your crosshair over the endpoints, that is quadrants of that elliptical arc. Now we have to draw the elliptical arc as the last object. If you see here, we can move it, select these two and move it a little so that we can position it accordingly. Similarly, move this also by selecting and using the move command. I am moving it by using this point. Move it in such a way that it is placed below the pentagon. Now we can draw the elliptical arc, open elliptical arc as last option. Also we can reduce this arc also. We no need, we can keep it as it is. Now for last object, that is elliptical arc, you have to use the third method. Here first method is center, second is axis end, third is elliptical arc. This can be used to draw an open elliptical arc. Select this command. Now using selecting the center point, it is asking for us to specify endpoint of elliptical arc. I am going to specify the endpoint, or if I want to select the center point, I can click in the center. In the command bar there is an option center, click on it. Just using the tracking mechanism, select a center point beside the ellipse already drawn, click here. Now it is asking for us to select an endpoint of an axis. For that I can give, first I have to give the value of 26 and 44 is given, right? I am going to select this point. Now this is the first point I am going to select. It will be drawn throughout until this point in such a way that we have a elliptical arc for an angle of 270 degrees and open for about 90 degrees. Now 44 and 26, right? Let's enter 44 and another axis value as 26. Now we can start. It is asking for us to give a start angle. I am clicking here. Directly we can move it. We can complete here. This is one of the elliptical arc. But if you want to draw as it is, like given in this drawing, you can just, I am deleting it now. You can just again complete it by using this command, elliptical arc, center point as the track it using that, and give center point value 44, and another one is, sorry, this is wrongly taken. I am again selecting elliptical arc, tracking it, giving as 44. I think it's not. Select center option first, then select the point. Now give the value as 44 and another value as 26. Now it is asking for us to give start angle. From the top give and complete it at this point. Now we have drawn the elliptical arc also. Now you can select it and use move command and move it with center in such a way that it is positioned like this. Now we have completed everything. Just you can draw a rectangle in such a way that it completely covers everything like this, just drawing a rectangle in such a way that it is positioning everything within that rectangle. Now we can just use multi-line text command, enter text boxes here below that triangle. You can use the text height as around 4. Now you can type triangle, just close the text editor. It is showing triangle here. We can move it in such a way that we can move it easily like this, move it. Similarly you can draw many, you can add many texts. Just it will be easy for us if we copy it and paste it and edit it later. I am pasting everything like this. We can change the triangle as whatever the text we want. Now you can move it in such a way that they are all tracked and positioned correctly. I am using the tracking mechanism. See here, it is tracking, and I am tracking it and moving it in such a way that I am switching off the ortho. It will be difficult for us if we switch on the ortho mode. Now I am positioning it in such a way that it is at the center. Similarly, I am going to, for everything it is displayed as triangle, right? We have to change it. Position it here and then move it in such a way that it is positioned at the center of this line below that. Similarly, double click everything, change the triangle as square. Change everything, that is as rectangle. Now this triangle also I can double click and change it as pentagon. Last is hexagon. Now we have completed the top row. We can again, it will be better if we select everything by using blue box selection, copy it and move everything below also. Similarly, for the circle also, we can rename the triangle as circle, then this square as arc. This one not needed, delete it. Move this arc in such a way that it is positioned exactly center of the arc, below the arc. Now rename the pentagon as ellipse. Similarly, hexagon as, this has to be moved in such a way that it is placed below the elliptical arc and also position at the center. Now change it as ELLIPTICAL, elliptical arc. Select this and move, change it in such a way that it is elliptical arc comes in a single line by clicking and dragging at the arrow available at the end of the text box. Now we have completed. Move it also slightly, you can move it so that it will be positioned center. Now we have completed all the diagrams. Now what is left out is we have to give dimensioning. For dimensioning, you dimension as it is given in this diagram. It will be better for us. First start with dimensioning triangle. then square. One dimension is enough. This for this dimension at the for both lines. 40. This also 30 is given. We have dimensioned them. If you see, we have to do one more thing. We have to change the precision in such a way that there is no zeros beside the decimal point. For that, press escape, then type the command dimension style manager, that is D. Press D in keyboard and press enter. After typing D command, open the dimension style manager will open. In that, select modify. We have already changed the text height and arrow size. Now we have to change primary units, that is how number of decimal visible beside the decimal point, number of zeros visible. You can just change it as precision as only 0. Now close. Now it is okay. We have completed it. Similarly, we have to dimension the circle. Click over here, position it here. This also 75. For elliptical arc, you just click over here, position it here, 30. Similarly, from here to here, position it here. Now if you see here, the line is disturbing the ellipse. You can move it in such a way that it is outside the ellipse, not disturbing the actual drawing. Like this, move it, manipulate it like this. You can move this arc also slightly like this. Switch on ortho, it will be easy for us to move. Now for this also, you can just dimension it like this. Select these 2 points, position here. Similarly, select these 2 points and position there. Here also select, move this extension line, this point here. This will not disturb. This also can move it here. If you want, you can dimension it like this also. You can dimension it, no problem. If you want, you can move this all inside also. Like this, or you can move it here and it will not disturb the drawing. Now we have completed the drawing. This exercise over. You can just enter another command, or you can just copy this ellipse or any whatever text and position it below here and change it as all dimensions in mm or in mm alone. I am making it as bold. Now you can use this. Now we have completed the drawing. You can just type Ctrl P or select the plot available in the quick access toolbar, or you can go to application menu and click on the print option. Below that, beside that, there will be a plot command. Select it. Whatever you do, the plot model option window dialog box will open. In that, select the name of the plotter as AutoCAD highest quality PDF, ACAD PDF. Also select the size of paper as A4. A4 size is nothing but 8.5 and 11 inches only. You can change it to whatever the size you want. Mostly you use 8.5 and 11 inches will be the dimension, or you can use ISO A4 that will be in mm, that also is okay. You can select whatever you want. Now next, what to plot option, select window and select the rectangle that you have already drawn as the window, both corner points, top and bottom left corner. Also you can select the center the plot option, so that the diagram will be positioned at the center. Check whether it is in landscape orientation or portrait. This exercise we need it in landscape orientation. Then click on OK. Save it where you want. I'm going to save it in desktop. Exercise number 1. What is the name for this exercise? You can give simple objects as the name. Simple objects, and save it. This can be used as output. If you want, you can still move the triangle, square, rectangle and all a little, because here more spaces are available. You can change it, or else you can keep it as it is. With this we complete exercise number 1.